everyone, and welcome back to AustinPlus, where today we are doing a review on the Maul Shadow Lord Star Wars show that was concluded last week, and we are joined by the Star Wars geek himself. He has finally finished it, and with the Shadow Lord, he's taken over the Star Wars community by storm, I would say, especially with his new arrival. And Star Wars is bloody back, guys. And Maul is not here to play around. With the second season already on the way, and Maul being my favourite character in all of Star Wars, let's see what this show really has to offer.
I think he's one of the most intricate. wouldn't say he's the best.
I think he's one of my favourite. Is because I like anti-heroes. I love anti-heroes, and that is what he is. They've managed to make him such an intricate character in Star Wars, but he's not a Sith. He's not a he started out as one. But he's not a hero. He's very similar to Punisher in a lot of aspects. Like, he used to work for Kingpin, making him the bad guy, which is obviously in this case Palpatine, but he not anymore, and he's his own character. So I think he has a lot of similarities to that anti-hero type. So I think that's why I think it's about time he had his own show. And this show definitely delivered, that's for sure.
I mean, it delivered on a scale of what you needed an introduction to be. The second season needs to be something else.
Yeah, I think
you set a good bar, but there's two things we need to happen.
Yeah, which are for you?
We can get onto that towards the end.
Okay, so like usual, we'll go through the best characters, moments, and then we'll talk about all of the stuff that we'll compare it to the other shows, see what other people said, and the potential for a second season. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, I would say my favourite character in all of the show, and this goes without saying, is Maul. The most recent iteration of Maul, who is known as basically a wounded predator, I would say, and he's growing increasingly aware of known as a sense of like existential paranoia. That's, I think, we know that from Clone Wars.
Well, we've always known he's been a troubled individual. But there was always to what extent, and I think what you do see is the very brilliant bond between Maul's kind and how like they're all like very much like in brotherhood. And you get to see the deeper relations with his crew being like boys and all that. And then obviously you get to see his relation to Savage and things like that.
And it still comes back in this show with actually dwelling on what you've just said, is that, and it takes me to one of my favourite scenes in this actually entire show, which is when Maul is in the drains after his first encounter with both Inquisitors.
Yes.
When he's got that busted leg. That scene where he's going through his past when Savage Repressed died, and when they first found him in those pipes things and realized he had like spider legs, and obviously then being killed by Palpatine, all the rage that Palpatine put him through, that shows character development from not only like the start of his introduction being in Phantom Menace, but until this very moment, which is not actually the latest version of Maul that we know of. We obviously know we see that he dies.
Like you see him in Rebels.
Briefly.
Yeah.
But I think this is the best
years later. But there is a very large proportion of time from when he enters the picture
that is not really covered, and I think that's why this show's very good. Like for that.
Yeah, because it holds the aspect of Mandalorians that still follow him, the fact that he's still like a syndicate leader, and the connivingness of them wanting to try and double like fuck him over, but like you see that sort of you shouldn't be doing that, buddy, sort of thing.
Yeah, you can see that there's a dark, side to him, but there's I'm not trying to make that joke, but
there's like still a ruthlessness about him.
Yeah,
You can also definitely see throughout the series, he has his own agenda.
yeah, he doesn't. He is his own leader, and I think that's why. Something you said in one of the thing at trailer reactions was how he relates to Count Dooku. Because he does the reason Dooku tried to basically level with Maul for a bit is because he saw himself in Maul a bit, because he doesn't abide by the dark side, he doesn't abide by like the Jedi, he has his own agenda, like an anti-hero. Count Dooku, he went from good to bad and then just ended off in the middle.
No, it ended with his head being fucking
Oh yeah,
taken.
never mind. But I think you can see that throughout the Clone Wars, that's for sure. But like the series illustrates his ability as a very good tactician, and obviously a very, very good word, and his tragedy as a man who's battled just to keep control of the Crimson Dawn, which we'll see later on, say the Han Solo film, and it does not, and all of this basically doesn't allow him to rest, and not only is he basically a Sith survivor, that would be a good game, by the way. Jedi survivor,
True.
Sith survivor with Maul, that'd be good. But he is also a Sith ghost, because he at the start of the show he is considered a ghost. He's considered not real, and hence the name the Shadow Lord.
It's because he's been booted, killed.
Yeah,
so
this
many
man
times.
somehow comes back every.
It's like, is he actually alive?
Yeah, little do you know, he's actually in the Mandalorian show.
Yeah.
Yeah, years after his death, he actually just came back because lightsabers do fuck all now. So the next character I want to talk about is Devon. Okay, I liked her character, and I think there's only one standpoint in where I like her character.
What do you mean? I thought she was a good character.
Oh, okay. I know some people that didn't. Never mind. So I really liked her character. Sorry, carry on.
You continue. I'm like, I don't understand. There's a reason to dislike her character. I think she embodies everything that she's meant to.
Yeah, because you know her Jedi Master.
He was a bit of a tool.
Yeah, but he relied on I think it was the kindness of other hearts, which I suppose if a Jedi you have to. But she came to the realization of like, you realize what planet we're on, right? Like, this ain't happening.
I so flat at the start. I was like, "Is this Coruscant?"
Yeah, it's not. It's Malachor.
No, it's not. It's
No, it is Malachor. I had to search this up. I thought it was Coruscant as well. It's Malachor.
A few minutes later.
What's the planet called that they're on?
Janix.
Oh, I put Malachor. Why did I think it was Malachor?
Malachor is so much. It's more force based. It's so much more.
Wouldn't have been surprised if I thought it was something from Jedi Survivor. If I've accidentally put okay, so it's not Malachor. It's actually Janix. It's not Coruscant.
As it is referenced, but Malachor is where they end up in Rebels. It's where one of the Sith holocrons is.
Oh, I don't know why I wrote that in there. I knew it wasn't Coruscant. I don't know why I thought it was.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't Coruscant, but like when I seen it, like the first like 2 episodes before they reference it, I'm like,
yeah.
What? I was like, you're playing a fucking dangerous game. Dangerous.
So dangerous. So I would say Devon is a very good character. She's the very emotional stand-in for the viewers that like embodying tragedy, and she also like. There's a term on it's a weird term. It's the poisoning of innocence. She is going from the light side to the dark side, and it is because she's being poisoned by all of these thoughts that are being emitted to her by Maul. But Maul, at the end of the day, I think is right, not the other bloke. He was about 3 foot. I don't think we can really really listen to that.
He was 3 foot fuck all. He had no opinion.
Yeah. The season's biggest character arc in... Yeah, carry on.
I think the problem with Master Daki is...
No, I forgot his name.
he is very... Like, yes, he embodies the correct ways of the Jedi.
Yes.
And wants to do that, but it's... And sadly, it's why you see a lot of the Jedi, like, after Order 66, why they fail so spectacularly is because of their unwillingness to adapt.
Yeah.
Which I think is a major, like... I understand why people are like, well, just go dark side, it's fucking easier. Just stab people in it.
Yeah, they really said this is the way.
But shit joke. But I do... He's like that, like, he's like a Team Yoda. I think that's the best way I can put it.
A Team Yoda.
Yeah, he's got that calming wisdom. It reminds me of that when Ahsoka's sent to library duty in like the first couple seasons of Clone Wars, and she ends up with this fucking old geezer.
Oh yeah, the one with the yellow lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think you need a white lightsaber.
I do think she's a good character, and I don't... The people saying she will turn into Darth Talon, I don't think she will.
She has to turn into Darth Talon. It's what we want.
It is what we want, but... I'm getting different reviews. Some people don't want that, but I would... It makes sense if she... Okay.
I'm sorry. If you're doing a Maul spin-off TV series, okay, and you are actually a Star Wars fan, sorry, a Star Wars geek like me, you need to see Darth Talon because it's one of the best comics in the Star Wars era, and Darth Talon is someone who's been asked for so long.
True.
And she is right. You have a lot of species to choose from in terms of Force-sensitive light side children, and you have conveniently chose a Twi'lek, which is the species that Darth Talon is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right. Okay.
And it's not uncommon for if they go to a Sith holocron and she undergoes a change, because you've got to remember she has to bleed a lightsaber, so there is obviously a very big chance that she goes from purple to red. Blue, yeah, sorry. I'm seeing colours. I'm smelling Wi-Fi.
You're seeing colours. What are you going to do? Feel them?
Sorry, I'm seeing sounds. I'm hearing colours. I'm smelling Bluetooth. I can taste the Wi-Fi.
Very metallic.
Nah, bare wiry.
Yeah.
Tastes fibre optic-y. But I feel like the reason I have a little bit more hope in terms of that actually happening is because you have Dave Filoni now heading all this up.
Yeah. He's been doing quite a fair bit, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that he's in the heading up Star Wars now, because even if he isn't actually Star Wars based, he was more Marvel side. But he's smart enough to know to go to other people. Sam, I want to say Sam Withers, but I can't remember his last name. But the guy that plays Maul, voices Maul.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you've seen this. Do you know they've used his voice for the lightsaber?
Yes, I did see that.
That is so cool.
It's a scream. It's a specific scream from...
It's when he's fighting Qui-Gon Jinn. It's when he jumps, that jump.
Yes.
When he spins.
Yeah. You can't hear it all the time, but there was one specific scene.
It's only when they show it, you can hear it, but you can't hear it throughout the show because obviously you're just too invested.
No, but
overstimulated.
highly overstimulating. There was points in time where I was like, I can hear this. Like, it's such a
Very
that's
creative.
the sneakiness that we need. Like that was the level of king nerd I want
Yeah.
running Star Wars and heading up the next generation of Star Wars content, like film. So what was the overall point? Yeah, we need Darth Talon. I will continue on that rant towards the end of this when we're like, what do we want from season 2 sort of thing, but continue with the character. Overall, I think Devon is a very good character. She is a very good back and forth.
Yes. Very.
Like you can see when she's from held captive, you can leave the battle. You can see the battle where she's like, "Fuck you, I'm a Jedi. You're a twat," and then it's like, low key,
yeah,
you're
but
right.
but this guy, he's making sense, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the final 2 episodes for me were like, fuck. I do feel like you have missed a character off the best characters.
Well, this is why you're here. You pick one.
2 Boots.
I was gonna put him in there, but I was gonna add him as an honorable mention. 2 Boots is brilliant.
He is like...
I didn't like Captain Lawson. I know you did, but I didn't.
Why didn't you like Captain Lawson?
Mainly because he had quite a big stick up his ass for a lot of this. Okay. I know he was trying to go against the Empire and try and figure out for himself. That is not what I'm saying. He's got a big stick up his ass. It's quite literally the opposite. But he just seemed like such a stale character. The character building was so. It's nothing new. It's what we've seen so many times, like tenfold. It's same shit, different day.
What do you mean? What parts didn't you like?
The divorce, the son, distance from the son, being a cop, trying to find Jedi, having a gun and going against the Empire. I think that having the gun things just because I like lightsabers, so I'll take that off the list. So 5 things. There's the most generic shit I've ever seen in Star Wars. It's the one thing that ticks me off.
What do you mean? You don't see a lot of like absent fathers in Star Wars.
Vader. Surely that counts. Surely
No,
that counts.
He didn't know.
Rey didn't have a father. No father. Absent father.
I think you can make the argument for the dislike of his character of, he doesn't want the Empire there because his ex-wife works at the Empire. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a police force, it's a...
Brutality.
Yeah, it's just... I'm trying to think, there's a certain word, it's like, yeah, I can understand people being like, but he doesn't want it because his ex-wife and all that, but then you also see that the mother, the wife, the ex-wife is a bitch as well. She's got like 5 seconds for a son and all that, so... But you don't get to see that in depth of dysfunctional...
I think that's very fair. I did like him closer to the end. I do think what you mean is fair. The mother, I did forget she worked for the Empire. I'm gonna be honest, I was invested in Maul.
I'm such a nerd. Like I took in every single bit of it. Like,
why do you think I got you here?
oh no, what is it? I remember like Ness was trying to say something to me because she was like, "Oh, you can watch TV, like just so we can like sit together." Then she was like saying something to me in like middle of the episode. And I went, "Do you want to shut the fuck up?" And I never like, for context, you can keep this in. I never speak to my partner or Ness. You guys would have seen her. I never speak to her that way.
The fuck you say?
And of course, like I meant it as a joke, but she looked at me and was like, "Oh, sorry then." Oh.
I was expecting her to go, "The fuck you say?"
She was like, "Do you speak to me like that?" And I went, with all due
It's
respect.
Star Wars.
I went with all due respect. I want to watch this, so, and I've got because I was doing it like between like
sit
things.
sit and shut up or go.
Yeah, but like, I was so invested in that TV series. Like,
I will say, I did like Vader's character, and I'm gonna go on a tiny rant here. So, Vader, I think he was used in this. He felt like the final boss, the mythic character, shall we say?
he's not a fucking unicorn.
I would say in a very restrained way. He is just the meaning of power, instead of being the talking point and the discussion starter of the show. Like, he's not mentioned. A character who is literally just simply there for the effect and everything shows just how much of an embodying dark force he is.
There's 3 points to this as well.
Okay.
You've got to remember the timeline. This is the Empire setting up the Empire. You can tell by the thingies. So there is 3 mad factors in here. Okay?
Okay.
The first one is he is fresh out of surgery, essentially.
Yeah.
This is probably at one of his first embargoes after going to see the site in which Rex and Ahsoka escaped from the wreckage. That would have been his first thing. Other than like seeing Padme and all that.
Yeah.
And then that would have been his second thing. And then this would have been one of the first 5 embargoes he goes on. So he is probably still getting used to that suit.
Yeah.
And still repairing.
However,
you've got to remember. What?
He is a fucking vicious force in that episode. Alright, you carry on, sorry.
Number 2, and I agree with you, a lot of people are like, there was a reason he's the most powerful in the entire Star Wars universe. And I think that showed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've also got to remember how fucking terrifying he is.
Mm-hmm.
And that embodies the terrifying, like the mysterium, the whiff kind of aspect. When he shows up to a party, it's like, we are screwed.
Yeah.
Someone is going to perish.
Well, to be fair, I don't think that girl did deserve that death. Like,
do you know how she died?
I do now. I do. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I don't think they should be showing that in an animated show. Absolutely not.
For context,
yeah, for anyone that doesn't know how she died.
The voice actor, she came out and confirmed how she died. Okay, and it was the sound of the cracking was her lungs and her ribcage being squashed and pulled out of her.
What the fuck?
Then my third point is who's just passed?
Who just passed?
Yeah, at the end of last year, or the end of 2024. I can't remember when he passed.
Ray Stevenson.
No, James Earl Jones, the guy that voices Vader as always. So I think it came out that they didn't want to use AI. Until everyone had got the consensus. So they kept him silent, but I also feel like it did a massive credit to
the show and his character.
The show, yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I didn't know that. Makes that, I think that's a lot of respect to that as well.
Yeah, it's the sensible thing to do, and considering Star Wars have made so many astronomical fuck ups.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years, in terms of just general publicity, things like that, making that conscious step to do something honorable is the best way I can put it. Is kudos to them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my 3 points. Vader was an incredible.
You only needed him for an episode. I don't think making him I think a good finale character was good.
Yeah, I think it's one of them. You keep him for the likes of the Obi-Wan series, things like that, because he is special. Like, he is
he is the Star Wars character, though.
Yeah, he's one of the. I mean, for the original, like the 70s people, he is Star Wars. As long as like Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, some of the original 3.
What about Leia?
Original 4, to be fair, is a big.
Hey, what about Chewie?
You've got me on that one. Yeah, there's like.
What about Admiral Akbar? It's a trap! Okay, now the last characters I think were now I just liked them mainly because I think they're cool, their suits are cool and their skills are fucking sick. And the Inquisitors, I love them.
One of them I don't think is actually an Inquisitor.
Who?
So, the Inquisitors are numbered by the 11th brother, the 9th sister.
Yeah.
I believe that was the 11th brother, correct?
The 11th brother is the one with the crow. The 5th brother is the one that was the other one.
No, he's got a name.
Marek.
Yeah. They don't name the Inquisitors.
They did
never
in the
meant to.
Ahsoka show because they revealed his mask.
I need to watch that.
You never watched it.
I haven't watched it all the way through.
Call yourself a fucking fan.
Is Marek the Inquisitor that we see in Rebels?
Think so. I think he does make an appearance. He is in Ahsoka. He is also in. What else? He might not actually be in anything. I think he is in, the Rebels, but he is also obviously in this. He was terrifying though when he first got in.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Yeah, he is an Inquisitor, but I completely forgot the timeline of when the Ahsoka series actually is.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I think the 11th brother is so cool.
Yeah, the 11th, but he just got murked.
What do you mean?
He got murked by Ahsoka.
A few moments later.
There is another Inquisitor in the Tales of the Underworld that no one's actually taken a glance to. Sarge Ventress has a yellow and blue lightsaber in that. It might appear that I know more than you. Okay.
What is it? Tales of the Underworld.
Tales of the Underworld. And the second story is about Cad Bane, my other favourite character. Alright, let's carry on with this.
He gets murked anyway, so
No.
pussy.
Spoiler! No, I'm joking. No, but I love the Inquisitors. They are cunning predators of the whole galaxy. They are...
I mean, some of them are thicker than pig shit.
That is true. No, because they're so
What's her
few...
name? Reva. She's
Reva?
stupid.
What the fuck are you looking at?
The black. I've got a Funko Pop down there.
Oh, okay. You stupid fuck.
No, she's stupid. She's thick as fuck.
Yeah,
man.
Reva was not a good character, especially in a show like Obi-Wan. Why in that would you introduce her? It was Obi-Wan that she was in, right?
Yes, yeah. She's one of them. It's a weird one. Like she was a decent character, but it's like, oh yeah, let me stab fucking Vader in the back.
Really, boy?
Go.
Stupid.
You stupid.
Yeah, now the last thing I would say in best moments, because obviously what we've done is we've basically pulled the best moments and best characters into one, or would be here for fucking ages. I would say the Criminal Syndicate scenes, it shows that it's not a typical Star Wars lightsabers v lightsabers type shit. There is actually like Crime Syndicate, and it also showcases the character type for Maul. It does give it off the like the Godfather movie type vibe that they've gone for with the Crime Syndicate stuff, and then like teams versus teams. That little short ass of a 2-foot frog is a fucking asshole. I don't like him.
I think he's funny.
Every time he talks, I want to either slit his throat or cut his fins off.
Yeah, just punch him in the head.
Yeah, honestly.
Don't worry, I'm 90% sure in the second season he'll get the death he deserves.
Yeah, good. And it was always so funny. I think it was the first episode when he gets locked up along with Devon, and he goes, "What the fuck? What are you looking at?" I'm like, "Bitch, she could punt you across a 50-yard line."
This man is a rugby ball.
Literally, he's a blue-finned ball. That's all he is. What was that voice crack? All he is. So yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about because I fucking hate him. He was a good character.
I didn't mind him. He wasn't the most annoying character, but I was like, You can see he's just gonna be like the guy that you finally silenced.
I'm surprised Maul didn't kill him sooner.
It's because he's valuable to him at the minute.
To be fair, with the amount of if he annoyed me, I'd find someone else and just go fucking yeet with the lightsaber.
He's a connect, essentially. Like,
well, now that Crimson Dawn have actually come to what is it? What? What's the planet called? Janex, that's the one. Yeah. Now the Crimson, because because the Crimson Dawn have come to Janex, which is all they wanted. Surely he can just die now, right? Like,
no, they've escaped from Janex now.
That's what I meant. But can we just kill him now? Just chuck him out the escape pod?
I don't know. It's
anyway. Right now we'll talk about Marcus's. I think probably thing that he wants to talk about the most is the chances of a sequel. Now, the odds of a second season of Maul to Shadow Lord are basically 100% because they confirmed they would do a second season before the first season even launched. And after season 1's huge success, showrunners led by Sam Witwer, that's his name, announced that the production is still in full swing, following the huge critical success after the finale. And the second season is not scheduled to release until late 2027. I'm
gonna kill myself.
but we will follow Maul as he plummets deeper into the criminal underworld as he is hid from the growing shadow of the Empire. With the season 1 finale and various creator interviews, the upcoming storyline should be likely to follow a number of main themes, including the expansion of the Imperial Security Bureau, or the Shadow Collective. And the politics in all of this will actually get more depth, and the general events of the fate of Devon and her abilities to become Darth Talon are all in question as well. So, taking all of that into account, take it away.
Listen here. I don't want to know about Empire politics unless it's regarding Admiral Thrawn or Tarkin. Those are the only two. There's like
Grand
2 or
Moff
3.
Tarkin?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, none of them.
Yeah, those are the only 2 I really give a shit about.
Fair enough.
In terms of, there's 1 or 2 more, but unless you go into the politics of the Inquisitors, which was briefly touched on in the Obi-Wan series, and which you see in the Jedi Survivor games, the Purge Troopers. Unless I see things like that, I don't care for the politics.
I think that's what they'll go through because they've leaned heavily on like Darth Vader and the Inquisitors. That makes more sense to go with that rather than just go, yeah, these are the guys that lead the Empire. Who the fuck are they?
We know, we don't care.
Yeah.
I do think we will see him. It depends on how long it goes for. I think it ends on Tatooine.
What, this show?
Yeah, the season 2. Or the show altogether. It has to end on Tatooine.
What, when?
Because that's where the Pike Syndicate are, which is the only other big syndicate that they have.
I don't think they are.
They are. They smuggle spice through Tatooine. It's their biggest one.
That was the Boba Fett thing, not like... That was
Yeah.
way after. That was years after this.
Yeah, but you also got to think Tatooine is the only place that they can't touch.
Just one that looks weird. Yeah, but I definitely think it'll probably revolve around Darth Talon. I would like to see the Pikes, like syndicate a bit more in this. I would make that's for sure. And I would also like to see maybe more Inquisitors. The Grand Inquisitor is obviously dead, so.
No, he's not dead in that era.
In Maul, I think he is, because in season 1. Right, okay. Does Obi-Wan take place after this?
No.
Does Rebels
Takes place before.
Yes.
The Rebels coincides.
Pardon?
You're looking at roughly the same time period.
What, this and Rebels?
Yes. Rebels and Darth Maul will take place at basically the same time.
So, the Grand Inquisitor is dead. He dies in season 1.
Yeah, but we don't know how early on this is.
Yes.
So the 11th brother is the one that ends up being
The leader
one,
of the
the
Inquisition.
leader.
I thought you were saying they're the same guy. Right, there we go.
No.
Yeah. I was going to say, like,
One's a pussy that chose the easy way out, then you've got that one.
yeah, people fear Vader, and he's literally all he is. He's just a whinge bag. That's all Vader is.
I'd fear Vader.
Yeah, so would I. I'm
I don't know
bullshitting
about I don't know about you, but run.
Run.
I'm legging it.
Yeah. Alright, now to other people's reviews. Now, if any of these are shit, I think Marcus might lose it, but we'll see. So IGN said that the series provides a welcome opportunity to spend even more time with Sam Witwer's iconic villain and learn how he rebuilt his criminal syndicate in the era of the Empire. Very true.
Yeah.
Yes. MovieWeb said that Maul Shadow Lord is perhaps one of the biggest surprises of 2026, quickly earning the best Rotten Tomatoes score of any Star Wars series or project, even beating the critically acclaimed Andor. Yeah, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes on the first opening. That is mental.
Yeah, no, all Star Warses have had very good averages across the years.
Inverse said it's these little glimpses of life on Journex that make it feel more like a detective story than a Star Wars story, and that's a high compliment in this case. What?
I know we've been going for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to keep it short and simple. I hear your opinion. Doesn't mean I have to listen to it or think you're right.
We've been going for 45 minutes. Yesterday's recording was worse. Right, Gate Crashes. In the vein of horrors like Jaws, Maul spends a little time front and center as possible in the show to build up the anticipation of his arrival.
Did you watch the same show as I did?
Yeah, I'm questioning that one as well. That one's fucking weird.
Did you watch this asleep?
That's so dumb, man.
I
Right.
hear your opinion, but your opinion is wrong again.
Right, Awards Radar, the final one, says Filoni manages to do something different here, offering a dark thriller in the Star Wars vein. This animated series is by no means a children's show, but one for adults.
I don't.
Well, okay, let's be real. If that's killed by Vader, most kids will just think she's just been choked like he does, and think. Just maybe don't go into the interviews and show how she actually died.
I think you have there's a very interesting way to put this. A lot of people that grew up with Maul are my age.
Yeah.
So they're people in their early 20s.
Yeah.
So they are people that can watch this sort of horror content. An animated TV show doesn't need to be PG.
Yeah. No.
Like,
It's not.
I've watched Kaiju number 8. I don't like anime or things in that, but I've enjoyed watching that.
Same with Invincible.
Invincibles, things like that. They're not.
PG.
They're not. There's no shy of brutality.
Yeah. Oh fuck
And-
no.
And I think perspective is a lot of things, and not only as a Star Wars fan, but someone who has kind of strayed away from a lot of the Star Wars stuff, unless I know it's good, because I have despised seeing the brand that I know and love. It's like watching Liverpool this season. I despise seeing the brand and the thing that I know and love and cherish being fucking destroyed by Muppets.
Yeah.
But if you've actually grown up with it and actually understand a lot of things with Star Wars in the comics and the storytelling, these are necessary quantities to implore into the series if you want to do characters justice in terms of how they should be portrayed, and I want them to be portrayed. So in my opinion, your opinion's wrong again.
Now, last thing I want to talk about is comparing this to the likes of other animated Star Wars shows. So, I would say it's unlike your typical light-hearted family type stuff. It
Are we
is
going? Are we going like Star Wars TV shows?
other animated Star Wars shows. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say it's someone said it's very much like the Dark Knight version of for Star Wars. I think that's an odd take because they're different characters.
Who are you speaking to? Are they on crack? Do they need medical attention?
I forget.
It's like comparing chalk and cheese.
Very similar. I think it's a very gritty, show compared to other things. He's gonna have an aneurysm. It's a very gritty show compared to other ones. And obviously the Shadow crew that they have is basically like this version of the rebels. But they do it by their own way, by their own rules, not by what is the good for everyone. Which I think is very different because obviously Clone Wars, you had the dark side, you had the light side as well, and then you obviously had the clones. But with this, it's very in the middle, and you can see that, and that's what makes this show very good.
I disagree with your point.
Okay. You're fundamentally incorrect.
Yes, because fucking Star Wars isn't black and white. This is what pisses me off. Like you've got the underworld, you've got the syndicates, you've got things like that are fundamental. Like fucking Coruscant was like 900 layers, and you only seen like the 50th layer in all of it. There are so many more intricacies that go on in the Star Wars realm than just fucking rebels, empire, clones, droids, separatists. It's politics. There's so much more to it. There's so many like iconic things that you want to explore. Black and white isn't a color that can be explained. Not even all the lightsaber colors could do justice for this. I think, like, don't get me wrong, I think the crew are really good, and it's a very well balanced of. You've got the I can't remember the name for the life of me right now. The lead female Mandalorian.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Her ethos is based off of respect, in a way, something so traditionally Mandalorian. Whereas you get some of the other Mandalorians, the guys that end up killing themselves on their on that plane, they're in it for you see the divide between cultures.
Yeah.
But then you see the brotherhood of Maul's people. They're not. I don't think they're from Dathomir, but they're closely related to like the Night Sisters and all that. That's why I haven't put my finger on it.
Could have sworn they were from Dathomir. I might be wrong.
I don't think so. They might be on one. They might be from one of the moons of Dathomir.
That might be. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah.
But like seeing that brotherhood, the dynamic of that kind of crew is such a great diversity, and then you've got like that selfish, gestury person in that ant.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very well balanced TV show, and then I think first 2 episodes it's like slow build up, good introduction. First 3-4 episodes are quite a slow general introduction, and then it's just like
it's when the Empire walk in, it goes into full pelt.
Yeah, and I think it is.
It's like go from first gear to 5th gear. Go from
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think the endings are 10-10. I think like
I'd give it a solid 9.
I'd be on the lines of a 9.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's like 9.5. I think it's a very well balanced story. It doesn't go nitty gritty too hard too quick. But I also understand it's a building block.
Yeah.
It's the foundations for something that is big.
Yes.
And will get better.
So, after saying all of that, the overall review of the show is just brilliant. It is fantastic. Anyone that likes animated telly, I would say go and watch this, whether you're a Star Wars fan or not. But I think you need to be a Star Wars fan to really appreciate the value of all of this.
Yeah, I think you can be a Star Wars enjoyer and still enjoy it.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I fundamentally love the series because it's everything I want, and it's everything that I need from a TV show for Star Wars that's going to revitalize, the franchise in a way.
Yeah.
So, great TV.
Yeah.
As I said, peak television.
But without further ado, folks, that is the end of today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe and comment what else you would like to see on this very channel. And do not forget to check out my brother's links in the description below as well. And thank you for joining us today, for joining me for this review, Marcus. So
No worries, always go valid. Always happy to give my opinion on Star Wars,
yeah, but
even if you don't want it.
I asked you mainly because I think I definitely wondered if you weren't going on holiday, you would see this video and be like, "The fuck was I not invited?"
I would have found out about it about 6 months late.
That's true. But I hope you have an amazing day as always, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Yeah.